Hi coders, I'm Sanjay and in this video we will discuss Leetcode problem 266, Palindrome Permutation. Given a string S, return true if permutation of a string could form a palindrome. So if any of the permutation of the given string is palindrome, then we should return true, otherwise we would return false. Let's take few examples. So S equal to code. So if you would find all the permutation of code, then none of the permutation is forming a palindrome, and that's why it is returning false. In example 2 we have AAB. So this is not a palindrome, but one of the permutation ABA is a palindrome, and that's why it is true. In example 3 we have this string, so this is already a palindrome. Now what is the definition of palindrome? So a palindrome string should be symmetrical around its central character, like this example. So the central character is B and all the characters on its left and right are equal. So in the second example the central character is BB, so there can be chances when we have multiple character in its middle. So this B and B are equal, and then we have to check its left and right. So in its left A and its right is also A, so these both are same. Now in this string we have the central character as B. Now its left we have B and its right we have B, so this is symmetrical. Now this A is equal to this A, so this is also symmetrical, so this is a palindrome. Now what is the mandatory condition for becoming a string a palindrome? So from all these strings we can observe that all the characters will be repeating, they will be symmetrical, means they will be occurring even number of times, except the middle character. So the middle character can occur even one times, or it can occur two times, or we can say the middle character can occur even times or it can occur odd times. So the palindrome will be an even length palindrome if the middle character count is even, like in this example. So the count of B is 2, and if the middle character count is odd, like this, then this will be an odd length palindrome number. Now let's check for other examples. So here we can see that B is occurring only one time, A is occurring 3 times, and C is occurring only one time. So there are more than one character whose frequency is odd. So this is not a palindrome number, because the mandatory condition is all its character around its center should be symmetrical, means all its character should have even number of frequency except its middle character. So there can be at most one character whose frequency can be odd, and rest all the other character frequency should be even. So that is what valid palindrome. Now let's write a program for that. So since we are given S consists only lowercase English letters, so for frequency we can take one integer array which will store the frequency of all the characters. Now we would store the frequency of all the characters. How we can do that? So for that we need to use s.toChar array, and then in the frequency we can use a syntax like this. Now what is the meaning of this statement? Frequency C minus A. So it will store only the index of the character. So if we are getting character A from the string, then A minus A would be 0. If we are getting character B, then B minus A would be 1. If we are getting character C, then C minus A would be 2. So for that character it will increase the count. So if we are getting A multiple times, then it will increase the count of A. Now we need to check what is the count of the odd frequencies. So for that we can take one more variable which we'll call odd frequency, and then we would iterate from all the frequency and check if there are more than one odd frequency. If there are more than one odd frequency, means that string is not a palindrome. So integer I from frequency. So if integer I%2 not equal to 0, means if there is a odd frequency, then our odd frequency count will be increased. And if odd frequency count is greater than 1, then the string is not a palindrome. So we would return false. Else if the count of odd frequency is less than or equal to 1, then the string is palindrome. So yeah, this is our solution. Let's check if it's working. Okay, so there is spelling mistake. Cool, so this is passing the sample test case. Now let's check if it's passing all the test cases. Yeah, so this is passing all the test cases. Now let's check what is the time and space complexity for this solution. We are taking one integer array which will hold the frequency of all the characters, and this is 26, so this is constant. And other than this, we are not using any other data structure in our solution. So the space complexity is order of 1. And for a time complexity, we are iterating all the characters in the string. So let's say if the count of character in the string is n, then the time complexity for this statement would be order of n, and for this statement it would be constant, because the max number of frequency of all the characters will be 26. So this is order of 1 and this is order of n. So the total time complexity will be order of n. Great, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you want such more videos like this, then please like and subscribe our channel.